You're listening to Rebel Spirituality with me, Sam Goldfinch. Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't follow rules. So each week we're going to explore what it means to wake up your way so you can live a more peaceful, creative and inspired life no matter your circumstances. It's time to blaze your unique path to truth. Hey, my rebel friends. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to anyone who's supported me on Substack. Every comment, every like, every time somebody reads that, I love knowing that you're over there. So if you're not connected to Substack yet, the link is in the show notes. I'd love to see you over there. It's a nice place for us to be able to communicate as well. And it often feeds into any of these podcasts. Like often the Substack will feed into the podcast and vice versa. So we just go a bit deeper. Yeah, so just thank you for all the support over there. So today we are talking about presence in a way. We're talking about what it means to truly be present with someone. And I think in my time as a coach, in my time as a friend and as a loved one, all that kind of stuff, many of the different kind of ways that we show up in the world, I've come to realize that being empty is basically the greatest gift that I can give to everybody in my life. And I know that when I first started coaching and that kind of thing, I often did have an agenda for people. Like I thought I knew what they should see or the insight that they should have. And it's been such a gift. It's been so life-giving to realize that I have no idea what it is that somebody needs to see in order for their life to transform, or even just whatever it is that a friend needs, like when they come and they talk to me and perhaps they're going through something difficult. You know, I notice that if I'm in kind of agenda mode, or if I think that I need to kind of listen really hard so that I can give them some advice or tell them what to do, or I'm kind of trying to be helpful, then I'm not really, we have this term that you might have heard, you know, holding space. It's like I'm actually filling the space with something, if you like. And I've just come to realize that to be able to be free of that, to realize that I can just be there with someone, and that who I'm being, if you like, in that moment, and the space that's being held, it doesn't really feel like I'm holding it. It's just that emptiness, that kind of just not doing so many of the things that we often do. You know, we're always present, right? This question that people often say is like, how do I live with more presence? How do I experience the now more? It's like, we are presence. We are being, knowing, consciousness, openness. That's the truth of our being. That's the truth. That's our true identity. That's who and what we really are. So it's not a doing. It's just a noticing. It's like, where's our attention? Like there's the subject, being, knowing, and the object, the thoughts or the thinking or the stories or the sensations, that the objects of consciousness. There's that subject-object relationship. Well, the subject-subject relationship is knowing itself, being itself knowingly in the moment. And, you know, that's just such a enriching orientation when we're in that experience with somebody else, where we're not trying to do anything for them or give them anything. And people, I think they pick up on that. They know that. They can sense that. So whether we're in a line of work where we're kind of quote unquote holding space for people, or whether we just want to be there for our friends and our loved ones, it's just such a powerful thing to come to realize that the thing that they're going to see for themselves has to come from within them. And that the more that we can just take nothing into the session and just be there, the more joyful it becomes, the more we can just follow curiosity, the more we can just be there as human beings exploring this mystery of life, and what shows up is what shows up. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that, because I think it's a funny one. You know, I know myself, I've spent a lot of time and invested a lot of energy into different training programs and coach programs and all these different things. And I've come to realize that the kind of beautiful irony of the whole thing is that I realize that the less I have when I'm hanging out with someone, the better off everybody is. And I'm not going to suggest that that's a skill. I think it's something that comes through insight. Like, for as long as I thought it was my job to give someone great ideas or to solve their problems or any of that kind of stuff, that was just the world that I was in. And then the moment I realized it doesn't work like that, it can't work like that, it has to come from them, it just freed me up to, well, I was in a different world all of a sudden. Through the power of insight, I suddenly saw things completely differently. And it really freed me up to have a lot more space, both literally and metaphorically, in my work and when I'm with groups or with individuals or with loved ones and friends, you know. So yeah, just thought it was a nice topic, nice short and sweet topic for today, just to put that out there. And what if dropping the agenda? What if just being? What if just noticing when you innocently pick an agenda up, or, you know, accidentally kind of spray or project our stuff onto the world? What if it's helpful to just notice that we're doing that, and then just return to being here knowingly, nothing else required, and then just see what shows up? I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.